Hello. I figured I'd just jump on here and make a video talking about all these people talking down on FIFO and just their experience with FIFO hasn't been great or whatever. I kind of want to share my insight on why I think FIFO has been amazing for me, and it's definitely pushed me to be a better version of myself and create the freedom I have to live the life I want. So this whole journey over the last 3 years working in the FIFO industry has been amazing, and I've met a lot of great people. I've made a lot of connections, and I've genuinely enjoyed working in this industry. Coming out here, going to the gym, eating free food, free accommodation, all of that stuff has been great. It's been insane as well. Not only that, like the money, right? The money over here has been awesome. I've been able to get a lot of investments done, sorted, house, business set up, all of that stuff. Like I would never have been able to do that. I'm super grateful for the wages that are presented here, that we're offered, that we get given. And I think a lot of people around the world would love to have these opportunities, but I can understand how other people's experiences have been shit. They haven't enjoyed working in this industry, and I totally get it. I guess I've been working in these industries since I was 15, so I'm kind of used to it by now. At the start of my career, I was really dopey. I just didn't really care about my job, and I wasn't always keen to go to work, but now I'm super keen to go to work. I'm keen to come out here, keen to jump on that plane and just have a couple of weeks off. And I guess not everyone suits that lifestyle, and I understand that it's hard to be away from friends and family and all of those sorts of things, but I've been living in Australia on my own for 3 years now, away from my family. All my family are in New Zealand, so I'm away from them anyway, trying to create a life over here. And guess a lot of people aren't good with the isolation, which I can understand. I'm pretty good in isolation. I feel good. I enjoy it. I just lock in, go to work, get paid, all of that stuff. You can get some places where it's just like, again, or this mindset, or I don't want to be here. And some of those mindsets, accommodation's bad, all of those sorts of things. But generally, overall, my experience, I've had pretty good sites. Work groups I come into aren't too bad as well. You might run into some people that aren't very nice or that you won't get along with, and that's just life. You'll always encounter that stuff. So most of the people out here are pretty cool. Kind of work is a lot different than in the city. The safety standard out here, way more than what it is like city and construction and all of those things. So it can put a lot of people off. It definitely put me off at the start. But, over time, I've gradually gotten used to it, and I understand why safety is so important in these roles. I came from an industry that's very cowboy, and I miss that cowboy stuff. The rigging out here is pretty straightforward. The work out here is pretty straightforward. It's just, I guess, struggle with it because they haven't really had that background before coming in. They've come in with no experience. But for me, I've come from construction, so it's a completely different ball game, I believe. Mining is pretty laid back. Obviously, depending what roles you're in and what jobs you're in, just like flat out, non-stop throughout the whole shot. But you do get a lot of rest time, you get a lot of downtime, waiting for permits, waiting for paperwork, and all of those sorts of things. Like, they add up over time. You are working a lot, but you got a lot of downtime as well. I feel like with a lot of roles that I've seen and a lot of people working up here, and it just depends how you take it. Definitely for me, I love it, and I've encountered so many people where they just can't wait to get out, which I can understand. But, this isn't a forever thing for me. I'm enjoying it for the time being while I'm young and enjoying life. It's cool to come out here. It's a bit of an adventure as well. For me, it's a mad adventure. You're traveling out into the desert on a plane in the middle of nowhere and see all the scenery and all the workspaces, all these big operations out here. Pretty cool to see, actually. Like, when I first came over from New Zealand, I just felt tripped out about everything. Like, all of the mines, how big the operations, how big these mining towns, how they got private airports on these mine sites and all those sorts of things. Like, it was a pretty cool experience when I first came out. Sometimes where I've been really down, I've had some really bad news at home or something, and I've just been shattered. But I feel like I counter that by going to the gym, working out every day, being happy in my own skin. I feel like, helps it in a positive way. So I'm able to get through these swings, like, no worries, like nothing's happening. It's all good. But yeah, I can definitely see there's a lot of grumpy people out there that don't want to be here, and I can understand that. At the end of the day, they've jumped into a lifestyle that they feel like they're stuck in because they've ticked up a boat, they've ticked up a house, they've ticked up all of these things, and now this is the only income that can sustain that. I feel like a lot of people don't live within their means, and they live check to check out here, which is crazy to me as well. Like, on a 100k a year job, it is inflation in all of these places. Like, Australia has got a lot of inflation. It's quite expensive to live here, but I also think a lot of people like to go out, have a drink, go out to restaurants and all of those sorts of things. During tough times, you do got to kind of live within your means. You do got to kind of step back and say no to things. Then you won't be living check to check. You can kind of invest your money and be smart with. So it's all how you take it, how you approach it. If you come in with a 5-year plan, if you understand what you're getting into, the lifestyle, you make sure you're not with a bunch of dickheads. Like, that will always help. Thankfully, I've always kind of stayed in a company for longer than a couple of years, so I kind of get used to it. It's like a family. But yeah, it's what you make of it. There's so many videos out there lately that I've seen. People were kind of gunning down or not enjoying this industry. It's not minimum wage for 24 hours a day. It would be 50 an hour. Minimum wage is 25 an hour. So if I was to work that 12-hour day, I have to be over $50 an hour, which I surely am. There's a lot of people that won't fit this. They want to go out, drink, enjoy their time with friends and family at home, which I understand. They don't want to be away. I don't really mind. I don't mind being up here. It's all good. If it doesn't fit you, then you got to leave. You got to do what makes you happy. Don't feel like you're obligated to stay in it just because the money's good. Just means you've got to have a little bit less of a lifestyle in the city. I meet out here doing pretty well for themselves. Fine living here and making money here, and the opportunity is crazy. Like, I just see it at a different angle compared to other people. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's what you make of it. I enjoy this industry. I like working out here. I don't know when I'm going to leave. I don't have to work out here right now. I could work in the city. I could do whatever I want. I genuinely enjoy working out here. And if you can't hack it, then maybe you shouldn't do this job. It's pretty simple.